All right, so we are on Chetwood, and on the upper left-hand side here, we happen to have Dol Guldur, played by Threnduin. And on the bottom right-hand side, we have Old Nosey playing in Misty Mountains. Let's see what these two guys do. I'm hoping for some late-game action in here because of the title. It makes me think it's going to be a tier 4 party. So for those people that don't know, Chetwood is an Honor region map. You have the Mound Dweller and Arthedain Sentinel here. And when you're against DG, grabbing the inn is huge because of the Arthedain Sentinel. They do have 33% additional damage against the dead. As we can see, Old Nosey here is going for a 3-tunnel start. And I'm expecting Goblin or Warg Pack. He's going for Goblin start, cool, but he does have the bats. He hasn't actually used them to scout yet, interestingly enough. But what we're going to see now is Threnduin doing a jail in his base because he doesn't want to leave it vulnerable to harass, especially by goblins. I'm imagining he goes for Chill at the Grave, though, as his tier 1 pick because that is bonkers against spam. And yeah, now he's using the bats to scout Dol Guldur's base. $350 CP for Dol Guldur so far, and $350 for Misty. We see Old Nosey here going for the Morio Orc Screechers, getting that production rolling. Now this is kind of a hard matchup for Dol Guldur because the poison damage on top of the slow decay for the DG units does not really allow for much wiggle room. But we do see Threnduin has dropped a forward tower. Although he did not get the opportunity to really stealth it, that is unfortunate. He can still get a nice dreadful presence and build a builder over here. But he has actually gone for Chill at the Grave, so that's a very good pick on his part. He does put down a ruinous tower here, and as you can see, it is stealth. So DG will get the dark dreadful presence benefit for sure. I doubt Misty is going to spot this one so soon. Now, Nosey here doing it at the right Misty Mountain start with 3 Goblin Caves, keeping that tempo flow for the early game. And we see Threnduin has gone for 2 Dol Guldur jails. He's pumping out the Broken Rabble. But we do see is ooh, he actually cancels out the jail. Okay, interesting. So he doesn't want Nosey to get any PowerPoint credit at all. He doesn't want to risk that jail being kind of a waste with it being found. Now he doesn't spot that the ruinous tower because it's stealth, so keep that in mind. And again, we just see Broken Rabble going down the center. They're trying to fight off the goblins with the poison blades. And Nosey right now also going for a Mountain Orc Lodge, maybe because he's expecting Fell Brew to come into the mix shortly enough here. Nope, there's no spider lair made for Dol Guldur just yet. Okay. But yeah, Threnduin dealing pretty good damage there, and he does have a battalion of level 2 rebels, and now they're going to be converted to Risen Dead, and that's going to be a headache for Nosey for sure, because he's going to have to go back and target the Risen Dead. As you can see, they come back up. And what is the PowerPoint situation? But we do see actually that Nosey has taken out one of the first mills of Threnduin's. Okay, very cool. Threnduin trying to go in close on this tunnel, get that taken care of. Nosey defends this area. And he remakes a tunnel over there. Let's just take a look back at Threnduin's base. It would be huge, actually. He does have the spider lair now. So now Threnduin has access to the infestation debuff on his mills and jails, and even his spire when he makes that. And that's going to be a pain for Nosey to work around as a spam faction. It looks like he's actually going for the troll lair here. So we're going to see some cave troll action, or maybe he's anticipating some DG heroes. And what he wants to do is get the snow trolls kind of ready to roll. But Threnduin with the Fell Brood on the field now is going to be something completely different. Mountain Orc Slashers hitting on the GL here will be another task for Threnduin to try and counter. We do see the Mountain Orc Pikes into the mix here, but again, Nosey hitting from a few different fronts. But Threnduin not using the Infestation debuff is actually a pretty big L in this situation, because it would have conveniently pushed back the spam and he would not have had to divert his attention. And Nosey does get Threnduin's forward jail here with the Mountain Orc, Goblin, and Pike combo. But again, the Fell Brood giving Threnduin the breathing space with the Goblin play. Let's take a look here. 600 CP for Misty Mountains versus 500 for Dol Guldur at this time. They're both about even. Actually, no. DG is ahead by 2 on the PowerPoint front. And I think they're trying to get an idea of how to work around this situation with the forward tunnel. But Nosey's, in addition, creeping the Warglare right over here. Threnduin actually has not had the opportunity to creep anywhere on the map, but Nosey is expanding and doing a few different things right now. Threnduin is now going to have the opportunity to push back on certain areas of Nosey's expansion. Ooh. Yep. Okay, I think he's trying to scout, see if there's any tunnels over there. But right now, I believe Nosey has most of his tunnels on this side of the map, actually. And he has crept that Warglare. So 550 CP for DG, but 700 for Misty. And again, the Rabble doing well, pushing through. Now, as you can see, DG has expanded towards Nosey's base, so he's creeping forward with a Dark Presence rather well to keep his units from decaying. Okay, let's just take a look. I wonder what Nosey's going to go for on the tier 2 front. Will it be Trollish Stew, or are we going to see Ruins of Angmar? Okay, bat debuff going down here, ruining DG's early game a little bit more. And we do see Nosey has actually picked up the Untamed Legions upgrade, so he's got the Wild Allegiance for the conversion on whichever creep lair he wants. I think the only opportunity here for him to do it on is the Warglare. And he's actually got a Cave Troll with a tree. Very nice. So he's going to get some good opportunity here to deal some economic damage, but even the structural level. And, ooh. The Broken Rabble summoned from Refresh Slaves here appear to have just gotten whacked immediately. And this Troll now being level 3, but the Mountain Orc Slashers with the Terror of the Mountain passive is just really going to chew everything up in DG's base. Now this is going to be hard for Threnduin to kind of work around. Well, let's just take a look. 850 CP, and Nosey does choose Trollish Stew. So what we're going to see now is healing, armor grant, and a damage modifier for the next Misty Mountain engagement where it matters. And it looks like Threnduin actually pulls out the Necromancer. Okay, so he wants that comfortable option to kind of clean up the Misty Mountain's front row that he's having trouble getting through. Yeah, very nice. So you got the Wolf Summon off. Now Nosey, I would think at this point, is just backing off. What I would do if I was Nosey is I would just take this Troll and just take down all these 4 DG structures so that the Dreadful Presence does not mean anything moving forward. Well, let's see what happens here now that the Necromancer has hit the field. Is Nosey going to just upgrade his Cave Troll lair to a level 2? He is at level 2. So we could be seeing Snow Trolls coming out the gate at any moment now to counter the Necromancer. And Spotted Karkaroth as well, what happens to have been Dol Guldur's pick. So they wanted that to counter the Troll, okay. Now DG really getting the opportunity here to push in on Misty Mountains, since they didn't get the chance to fully counter Dol Guldur. But Nosey coming back here on the sideline with this forward tunnel still in the distance. And there's still 4 units in the tunnel system. So what that means is that if he had a tunnel over like here, it'd be huge. You could flank. But right now we see Trollish Stew dropping for Misty. And another builder coming up for Threnduin. Let's just take a look here though. 475 CP, 1 point in the bank for DG. A 950 for Misty Mountains with 2 points in the bank. So Threnduin, in theory, is really on the back foot here, but he's doing very well, kind of making sure to punish Misty where it counts. The wargs are expiring now for Spawn of Karkaroth, though, and the Necromancer is going to, yeah. So Nosey's denying the Necromancer any reward, any experience, and he's just denying DG the opportunity to really advance their spellbook on top of it all. And it looks like Misty has successfully pulled out Lug, so Lug is going to be the good option here for Misty with a Snow Troll pairing, if he goes for it, to counter the Necromancer with the Headhunter ability, because at level 1, Lug can do 20% armor reduction, but it expands as Lug kind of levels, so keep that in mind with the value of Lug. Looks like DG's definitely having a hard time here, but oh, on top of it, hold on, the Muzgash is out for Misty Mountains, and Nosey was not able to really touch the Necromancer here, even with Headhunter in effect, reducing the speed and armor of the hero. But let's see, what's the time left on Trollish Stew? So still a decent amount of time. Now look at the vision Trollish Stew does give the player. That's remarkable in my opinion. Now we do see Nosey pushing in on this slave mill over here in addition. Now Threnduin could use refresh slaves and just get a broken rebel battalion for free and defend it. But it's not really for free because it does slow down the resource production for 60 seconds by completely pausing it. Now let's see what's happening over here. It looks like Threnduin is trying to get back the frontline control, but we see the Necromancer just kind of swinging at this moment. Yep, and now Misty Mountains player Nosey is going straight back into the tunnel. Muzgash and Lug are actually unable to get into the tunnel because it's full, so they have to like work on just getting out on their own. It looks like we see. Oh, okay, this is a good push here from Nosey on this side, but Muzgash again in danger. Level 3, Poison Putrid Blade active for the knockback and poison damage. And we see multiple structures being taken out right now, but the Necromancer Warg is actually harassing in the tunnel system as well, which is great to see. Ooh, if the Necromancer could get onto this tight clump, that'd be huge. And I see Threnduin just pop Chill the Grave for the 30% slow. Yep, 30% slow as a tier 1, very nice. So I would say, again, Misty Mountains is still ahead on the CP front and the PowerPoint front. Largely on the CP, but slightly on the PowerPoint. Ooh, Mountain Orc Archers selected here by Nosey. Very interesting. You don't really see that unit ever since the Snow Trolls came in, but I like to see it sometimes. And it looks like we see the Spire on the field from Threnduin. So he's got the Risen Dead gameplay happening, and we're going to see Harbingers of Shadow next. Very cool. Harbingers of Shadow are going to be quite the effective counter against heroes and general structures because they're a specialist unit. But when around structures, they can deal damage over time with their deep rot effect. That's very good for someone trying to play around their own structures. Lug and Muzgash comfortably getting out. And it looks like actually Threnduin's diverted from his spellbook acquisition. He's picked up another tier 1 instead of beaming to tier 3. What is over here? Oh, very cool. Nosey over here with the worm lair. Okay, you don't see that every day just as like a regular purchase for Misty Mountain. But the lunge activates from the Necromancer Warg, healing it to full. And again, Nosey pushing back on the forward mills here, and probably going to take this out if he spots it. Again, this is very cool to see. You don't see it too often in the competitive scene, but when you do, it's a nightmare. Multiple Goblin battalions going in on the northern side of Threnduin's base. 2 Necromancer wargs on the field. A little bit of a headache for Nosey to try to manage. Now, where's the Necromancer? He's still alive, but I don't see him. He definitely didn't die. Oh, he's right here. Okay. I just couldn't see him on the map dot. So yeah, he's pushing back the tunnel. Kargast is also on the field now for Threnduin too, so what's going to happen is that Kargast is going to boost Necromancer's experience by 50% and his general movement speed even more. Very cool. Abhor Dread coming in here for DG. And Kargast has been headhunted by Lug. Ooh. So again, I don't know if Threnduin's really aware of the combo that Kargast and Necromancer are for each other, but that's a very good decision on his part. Spawn of Kakarot's coming in now at this time to knock down this section, but we see Nosey with a pike sword combo there, and Goblin battalions in the back of DG's base. Again, Nosey converted this Warg Lair with Untamed Allegiance for the economy bump. And I think we see 3 Necromancer wargs on the field. I'm not sure, but nope, just maybe 2 still. I thought there was a 3rd one, but the cooldown is almost up. And we happen to see Kargast taken out of this tunnel so that Misty Mountains cannot reposition. Ooh, but Kargast really stuck. Ooh, he got out comfortably though. Nice, the fireworm over here gonna end up taking a big hit on DG's layout. Very cool. I love to see that. Ooh, is Lug down? Nope, Lug is almost dying, but he's not dead just yet. Is he gonna use Scorched Earth? Ooh, are we gonna see it? No. Okay, so he backs away. Okay. Ooh, Scavenger's gone into effect with the worm on the field. Okay. Very nice. But the Necromancer comfortably counters the worm with the Necromancer Warg value here. Okay, interesting. Now again, look at all these Risen Dead units from the Abhorred Dread value that he happened to have gotten there. Ooh. Harbingers of Shadow have hit the field for DG now. And looks like Muzgash is retreating to the tunnel. He's almost on low health. He's almost dead. But yeah, he gets into the tunnel comfortably. You see Lug's Headhunter going off. Not Headhunter, but his Scorched Earth going off here to kill off the Arisen Dead. Very cool. And he's going to exit into the tunnel. Love to see that interaction. Oh, is he not exiting? Okay. He's trying to hang out still. No big deal. But yeah, Misty Mountains over here has gone for the Felwyn pickup as well on the tier 1 front. Okay. Now, Nosey is still at 1000 CP versus Threnduin's 425. So Threnduin is not really expanding, but I think he's just trying to keep up the basic unit production so he doesn't fall behind. We see Harbingers of Shadow again coming out of the Spire. Now he's just going to focus on the forward tunnels with them. What level is the Necromancer? Let's take a look. Oh, the Cold Drake. Oh, very cool. I don't know if... not really sure if Nosey has been watching out of Aussie at all playing Misty Mountains, but yeah, that Cold Drake use here is very funny. Was that just basic Broken Rabble, or was that Risen Dead? I think that might have been Risen Dead. They got picked up there by the Cold Drake. Looked like maybe it could have been both. Okay, again, now they really have to be careful here because, like, ooh. Yeah, okay, nice security there by Nosey, using Felwyn to get the heroes away from the Harbingers and back into the tunnels. Yeah, let's take a look here. The Orc Hunters are going to provide great value to counter the Cold Drake at level 2, especially with, I forget what it's called, but they have a level 2 ability that just ends up helping them against flyers. 13 points in the bank here for Dol Guldur with 500 CP versus Misty Mountains at 1000 still and 5 CP. Now Nosey does have the bat debuff off cooldown again, so maybe we'll see him use that. Oh, Deep Rot. Thanks for the follow, buddy. Appreciate that. That Deep Rot just gone off on this clump. Now we're going to see it kind of work its magic. But it's hard to see that, what's happening sometimes here. Again, but the Cold Drake doing pretty good crowd control value there. And did he save his heroes? He saved Muzgash, he saved Bolg. But I don't think he saved Lug, so Lug may have died in that moment right there. Yeah, and we're seeing the Harbingers of Shadow go against the tunnel system here on the forward plays. Plenty of Orc Hunters here from Threnduin, though, to counter the Cold Drake for when they come back. But if I don't know if he knows, but if you upgrade them to level 2 with the Banner Carrier, you're going to get the flyer ability to counter them faster. But again, let's take a look here. DG kind of working their way back up on the unit production side of it all. Oh, Nosey's picked up Golfing Bow additionally too. We do see Threnduin has a Wither on the field in addition for the spellbook acquisition, so that's going to give him enormous value when the time comes. Ah, Golfing Bow chilling though. Ooh. Now, if only Threnduin happened to have had Crimple there for the Pike summon. But let's just take a look at this Cold Drake interaction with the Orc Hunters. Golfenbill really buying him a lot of time. Ah, but now he has Crimple. So he's going to have access to the summon, the Dungeon Master, and a Cripple if he can progress Crimple comfortably. But we see Kargast over here trying to push back on this control group of Nosies that involves Bolg and Mountain Orcs. That is going to be quite big, but maybe the Necromancer is probably going to get some very strong value here. Yeah, so he uses his Warg Summon. We're going to see some Abhorred Dread gameplay. Very nice job there by Threnduin with the Don't Follow the Light stun in the mix to make sure nobody left the Abhorred Dread positioning. But let's take a look here. See, Nosey's going for the Wolfkarn support. He's going for a level 3 Troll Lair 2 right now. So maybe we'll see some Gundabad. Ooh. Yikes, the spawn of Karkaroth going down here, taking out Bolg. Oh no. Oh, that was such a huge value there for Threnduin. Crazy. And Muzgash is also under fire now, but where's Muzgash? Where did he... Oh, did he die? Yeah, Muzgash died right here by Kargast. Oh my. So Threnduin again getting a very nice lead in this match. Very cool. I love a good game on Chetwood, but I love a good DG game specifically. And I like the combos that we're seeing here from Threnduin so far. So yeah, 450 CP now though, and Misty Mountain Stink strong at 1,000. I think Threnduin is just doing a lot of good combinations on the spellbook front, and that's giving him a lot of value. But we do see the worm armor has been researched here by Nosey for the fireworm. Crimple's Pike summon coming over here to counter the White Wolves summoned by Golfenbill. Golfenbill is almost dead.
Wolves of Gundabad.
It looks like he's going to comfortably get out though. Yeah, and again, we're seeing Nosey upgrade this to level 3. Okay, just for the additional protection, I guess. But yeah, look at that Cold Drake. Almost 9,000, very close to it, 8,500 almost at level 5. Very nice value he's getting from in this matchup. So again, Threnduin keeping it real safe with the Orc Hunter gameplay, but we do see the Gundabad Stone Troll here from Nosey, and I wonder what value he's going to get from it specifically, because these guys are not seeing too much since all the tweaks we happen to have given them in 8.0 initially. But they're still very strong when used right. So Golfenbill, Gundabad Wargriders hitting the field. I would like to see a Forge. Ah, there we go. So Nosey does have a Forge on the field. He's got heavy armor, Forge Blades, and a Banner Carrier. Very cool. But again, DG is in a little bit of a pickle. They don't have much going on for them to really try to counter the Cold Drake, because I really don't think Threnduin knows about that level 2 ability. Is there a level 2 battalion anywhere? No, we don't see it, yeah. But he is going for the Blade Trapper, so I think what we're going to see even more is Blade Trapper gameplay to counter the Cold Drake, and that is very cool. Oh no, but we see Bolg's bodyguards coming in with the Fireworm. Oh, look at that damage that we're going to see on the structure. Ooh, but abhorred dread value, let's get it. Let's see what happens. Cold Drake coming in addition. Yeah, look at that abhorred dread value, and all the goblins turning into Risen Dead right there. Ward summon. Ooh. Crimple's jail drop in there for the dreadful presence. Ooh. Look at that, look at that. Yeah, so Nosey gets the Fountain of Corruption. Sorry, there's a lot to keep up with right now. Threnduin converting all these battalions to Risen Dead in addition, but the Necromancer just working here to slapping around Misty Mountain's front line that they have, not really able to contest what's happening. I'm not sure if Lug is on the field, but we do see Nosey has the Bolg's bodyguard, so I wonder if he was able to comfortably target Necromancer with these boys at all. They are level 2. When they get level 3, they got the Skull Throw, and it's a very, very cool thing. Another Gundabad Stone Troll coming out the gate here for Nosey. Cool, cool. And it looks like a fresh worm, maybe? No? Okay, I was mistaken. Now, what? Dead miss. Okay, so this Gundabad Stone Troll is still running around. Okay. Yeah, look at that. But the Risen Dead dealing pretty decent damage to it, even the heroes. Let's see what the Bolg's bodyguards do. They are level 3, so they have Skull Throw. I just don't think they're able to comfortably position themselves. Sometimes the battalion is clunky. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening here. The battalion's getting a little bit clunky. Again, Trollish Stew comfortably giving Nosey that sense of security, but Nosey's actually diverting from his public pick, and he's leaning towards a Weirworm now, which is a little bit different, but I want to see where he decides to use this. Maybe he's going to pop like right here. And he's popping it here on the back end. Okay, interesting. Interesting stuff there. He's trying to get the Risen Dead. Nope. Cold Drake running away. Okay, yep, he pops it over here towards the jail and the spire. Let's see the damage done. Oh. Let's look at that damage. He's burning the Tomb Guard. Oh, but Necromancer's Reese and Flame goes off. Oh, man. There's a lot happening here. Okay, the Weirworm is almost dead, it seems to me. It's taking decent structure damage from the fortress. Huh. Okay, so not really, he didn't really get any good value from that, I would say, because of the units countering around here, but then the structure damage going in on the Weirworm. Interesting. So unfortunately, that was just not good value from for the Weirworm with Nosey. Ooh, Crimple's Pike summon and General Overall summon dropped here on the Gundabad Warg Riders and Golfenbow. So I think what we're going to see is Nosey loses Golfenbow. Necromancer slapping, indeed. Yeah, so Nosey's going to lose Golfenbow. That's big. That's his guy for harass, but the worm does die again to Crimple. And Gundabad Stone Trolls into the mix, taking the appropriate damage though from Kargas. If you look at that, aggressive stance monster loses 20% armor. It's the same bonus as heroes. But they are very lethal as well against heroes. So as long as Nosey can kind of just like not run around there. And the Cold Drake giving it, again, enormous value to Nosey here. Really being able to counter certain things. But Misty Mountains has not had their base largely touched. We do see he has Mountain Giant access, though. So maybe we'll get to see that. Yep, he kills the Stone Troll. Very nice. But Kargas being level 8, I wonder what value we could be seeing if we see anything again from him. But the Blade Trappers on the field now are going to be a very large counter here, decently so, on the Cold Drake. But it looks like the Cold Drake comfortably sits on them. And let's just look at that damage. Yeah, pretty good damage there from the Blade Trappers under the Cold Drake, even at level 5. Look at that. Blank damage coming in. Ooh, does he get out? Oh, he does not get out. Yikes, he snipes it. That's crazy. So, nice job there, Threnduin. All right, again, the Necromancer really just holding DG together right now. DG's heroes are keeping them in the game for sure. 550 CP with 16 points in the bank versus 1,000 CP of Misty with 17 in the bank. Ooh, okay, the Snow Trolls get stunned by the Don't Follow the Light. Cavalry spawning Karkaroth going in here to counter these Snow Trolls. Let's see how effective it is, how fast. Does he get the value before they despawn? And it looks like they despawn and Threnduin does not get the exact value he was hoping for. Now Necromancer being level, ooh, so he pops Wither here, interesting. But it's not going to do a whole lot of good here. But we do see Bolg is back and Urshak is on the field in addition. Yeah, the Necromancer is just very lethal in this matchup for sure. Bolg's bodyguards though. Ooh, Mug was imprisoned by Crimple, but Necromancer out here dropping Wreath in Flame again. Look at that. Ooh, dangerous stuff. Wait, what happened here? Did the Necromancer get... What the heck? Oh, did the Necromancer's Shapeless Malice get crippled by Crimple's Imprison? Because they were too close together? That is so funky. I've never seen that. Yeah, Muzgash is back at this time as well from Misty Mountain's Fortress. Now Scavenger going into effect, Necromancer dropping another Warwick summon, okay. Snow Trolls in the back end, let's see what happens. Oh, Lug's Scorched Earth happens to just kind of miss what's going on. Kind of prematurely used, I think. Maybe if they had a Fell Wind value there or a slow, he could have knocked everyone back into it. DG coming full force over here on the front line, but we're seeing Misty Mountains stand and fight over here on their side. I think Misty's definitely going to pull out of here, even though they got Trollish Stew on the front line. And 21 points in the bank, 1,000 CP versus 22 for DG and 700 CP. So DG could chain Don't Follow the Lights right here and let Necromancer get some pretty nasty value. Let's see if it happens. We do see Tomb Guard. I'd really like to see that. Let's go back down here. Abhorred Dread going into the play here, indeed. Lots of archers happening here for Threnduin with some Pike and Ravager gameplay. But Crimple's Imprison is on autocast here. And I'm not sure Threnduin should be doing that because it's always risky to autocast a cripple. And what we see over here is just a Pike unit harassing Nosey's Forge. Again, we see the 24 points in the bank here for Dolgadur now, so close to a tier 4 pickup. Now, Nosey's base has been pretty set. I mean, I think he's really just trying to get as much as he can on the field, knowing DG's harassment capabilities. But he's got a base set up over here like an AI right now, for real. Abhorred Dread value again going down right here. You're going to see some Risen Dead battalions, I want to say. I think a few members died. But what are we going to see from the Misty Mountains heroes? Oh no, Threnduin's just dropping Bane of the Greenwood. Oh man, okay. He's using it defensively. Interesting. Okay, you don't normally see Bane of the Greenwood used defensively. Oh, is he doing friendly fire to a... Oh. Interesting. I think he's dealing friendly fire. Oh, but we see the Balrog too from Nosey. Oh, very cool. It's taking a minute. Oh yeah, very nice. Let's see the interaction. Hold up. Oh man, that's so cool. Look, Guanther kind of just smacking it. Let's take a look. Oh. Okay. Ooh, Necromancer dies? Oh, dude, this is crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, that's insanity. Okay. Balrog's still alive and well. Threnduin's definitely gonna, I think, be done here. I don't know. He lost the Necromancer. He's got most of his structures out for the count. He's gonna whip that jail. His jail's almost gone. It's a level 3 jail too. But again, the Balrog taking decent damage from the structure, from the fortress projectiles there. Interesting. And the Blade Trappers even. Oh man, okay. The banner carrier lives? Are you kidding me? So yeah, Nosey over here flanking again with Lug, Muzgash, Bolg's Bodyguard, and upgraded Mountain Orcs. Cool, cool. And he's going to whip this jail indeed. Okay, he kills the Necromancer Warg. Oh, what's he gonna do over here? Okay. That doesn't deal damage on structures when he lands, interesting enough. But he's just trying to get the last few swings on this jail and to take it out. Yeah, very cool. So 10 points, 1,000 CP for Misty, and DG's down to 525 with not much left going for them. And the Balrog is now gone. Very epic game that we're seeing here right now. Very cool stuff. Very nice. I love the worm value. Nosey did a lot of cool things in this match as Misty Mountains, but then Threnduin did a lot of interesting stuff as DG, so very well played to both the people here. Hope to see more with them.